I often think about my life in terms of movement, in cycles of movement, when I am moving and not moving. I believe this is what has led me to discuss the body in my research, because movement is an embodied act. In the words of Ulmer, much of my pop cycle has to do with movement. Black Mountain College, an avant-garde art school tucked away in the forest of North Carolina. The visual arts and music were key to the school's curriculum. Poetry, painting, and sculpture, crafted in the shade of beech and dogwood trees. The same trees I hiked under just over 50 years later. As I researched Black Mountain College and the art produced there, my gaze kept falling to a photograph taken by Jonathan Williams. There is a man in the forefront, baring his teeth, taking up over half the frame with his torso. But for me, the punctum is the woman in the background. Her lips are pursed, eyes squinted. She looked irritated at best, hands planted firmly on her hips. It reminded me immediately of a photo from my own childhood. In it, I had just come off stage from a dance performance, and my father took a picture. I looked sassy, staring directly into the camera. What you can't see in the picture is that I was on my way to stick my tongue out at my father, a movement caught in a still image, broken in its path. I came to South Carolina and eventually to the Black Mountains to pursue a dream of teaching at a liberal arts university, like my grandmother did. Both of my grandparents and many of my relatives have dedicated their life to education and inspired me to do the same. The road to any graduate program is tricky, but in a single moment, a fall made it all the more difficult. A year ago, I broke my leg walking from the door of my friend's house to an awaiting car. The movement, a twist and fall, a break in a journey that caused a break in my tibia, fibula, and pull apart most of my ligaments in my ankle. Because of this break, it was hard to move. I was forced to spend hours sedentary, reading, watching TV, not moving, unable to move. During the months I applied to PhD programs, dreaming about the move across the country I would soon make. A year after months of immobility, I'm hiking under the birch trees on a brief respite from the studies of an interdisciplinary PhD program, experimental in many of the ways Black Mountain College was, pushing difference in creative expression. Of the many things I noticed during my hike, the beauty of the scenery, how easy it would be to get lost here, the work people had done nearby, the writing I would do nearby. I thought most of moving, how seamless it now feels, how there was no pain at all.